After the separation of men and women in Udenta, life was not easy. The men had imagined a life of peace where they worked their farms and ate their fill without anyone nagging them. But reality was different. Most of them had never boiled water in their lives. They watched yams burn while their stomachs growled. Some tried to make soup, but the taste was so terrible they spat it out. The worst part was the babies. Every few weeks, another infant boy arrived from the women's village. The men took turns caring for them, but none of them knew what to do. The babies cried through the night. The men walked around with red swollen eyes and trembling hands from exhaustion. Some infants grew thin and weak. A few did not survive their first season in the men's village. The men dug small graves and told themselves it was not their fault. Their clothes fell apart. Holes appeared in their wrappers and nobody knew how to fix them. They tied knots where the fabric ripped and kept wearing the same dirty garments for weeks. The compounds looked different too. Weeds grew tall around the houses. Cooking pots sat unwashed for days, until the smell drove them to rinse them poorly in the stream. Only a handful of men managed better than the rest. These were the ones who had helped their wives before the separation. They knew how to prepare a proper meal and keep a home clean. The other men watched them with envy but would not ask for help. Asking meant admitting they needed what women had always done. The lack of intimacy ate at them too. Some men could not focus on their work. They stood in their farms staring at nothing while their crops needed attention. The monthly mating day was not enough. But none of them would say this out loud. To complain meant accepting that women were important. It meant admitting the separation was a mistake. Across the path, the women's village faced its own troubles. Mothers wept for the sons taken from their arms. They wondered if the babies were eating well or sleeping through the night. Some